Most people don't waste money at WGU because tuition is expensive. They waste money because they make mistakes before they even enroll. Today, I'm covering the 4 biggest mistakes I see future WGU students make, the ones that quietly cost them terms and tuition dollars before they even logged into their first course. And I'll show you exactly how to avoid every single one of them. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1, and it's the one I see the most: enrolling before you have a transfer plan. Here's what happens. Someone gets excited, fills out the application, gets accepted, and enrolls within the week. No transfer strategy, no plan for outside credit, nothing. And the second you're enrolled, something shifts. Your entire focus moves to WGU coursework. You're now on the clock. You've got a term start date, and every ounce of your attention goes towards finishing what's in front of you inside WGU's system. The problem is, that's exactly the window where you have the most leverage to save time and money. If you build your transfer strategy before you apply, you walk in the door already knowing which gen eds are covered, which electives are covered, and exactly how many classes you have to take at WGU. That's the difference between enrolling with a plan and enrolling with a hope. Do the strategy first, enroll second. Mistake number 2, taking transfer classes without checking if they actually apply. This one costs people real money because not every course on study.com, or any transfer partner for that matter, applies to every WGU degree. Just because a course has an ACE credit recommendation does not mean it maps to a required course in your specific program. This is why you always want to work off WGU's official transfer pathway agreements, not a general course catalog. These pathway documents exist for a reason. They show you exactly which course, which outside courses satisfy, exactly which WGU requirement, degree by degree. So skip that step and you kind of risk completing a course that you don't even need. So it's kind of ends up wasting some time and money. And this is why study.com is my favorite alternative credit provider. They have native features like the course collection feature that show you which general education classes to take. Mistake number 3, leaving transfer credit on the table. WGU allows for up to 75% transfer credit for many of its bachelor's programs. That can be up to 90 credits depending on your specific degree or how your transfer evaluation comes back. 90 credits. Think about what that actually means. That's potentially 3/4 of your entire degree completed before you ever pay a dime of WGU tuition. Every single class you complete before enrollment is potentially one less class and one less term of tuition you have to pay for at WGU. This is the whole game. It's not just get some credits transferred, it's build a complete transfer roadmap course by course before you ever apply. So you walk in with the absolute maximum WGU will allow, not just whatever you happen to pick up along the way. This is where honestly study.com does most of the heavy lifting. On a $95 a month subscription, you can realistically cover dozens of those 90 possible transfer credits because you're not limited to one class at a time the way you are in a traditional semester. You move as fast as you can learn, and students who map out their entire transfer roadmap on study.com before applying are the ones who actually walk in at that 75% ceiling instead of transferring in, a random handful of credits and wondering why they're still paying for WGU term after term. Students who are doing this right aren't getting lucky. They just mapped it out in advance. Mistake number 4, and honestly the one with the longest lasting consequences: choosing a degree just because it's the fastest one on paper. I get it, speed is the whole appeal of this system, and I talk about it constantly. But speed for its own sake can backfire if the degree doesn't actually get you where you're trying to go. Before you lock into a program, compare it against your actual career goals. Does it lead to a certification you need? Does it have a strong transfer opportunity so you can front load it the way we just talked about? And realistically, how difficult is the coursework for someone with your background? Sometimes the degree that takes a little bit longer is the better investment because it opens the door you actually want to be opened, instead of just being the fastest door available. Fast only matters if it's fast forward to the right thing. So here's the pattern across all 4 of these. The students who graduate from WGU the fastest usually don't study harder, they plan better before they ever enroll. Build your transfer strategy first, confirm your courses against the official pathway agreements, maximize every transfer credit WGU allows, and pick the degree that actually fits your goals, not just the fastest one. And if you take away one thing from this video, let it be this: whatever your transfer plan ends up looking like, study.com is the easiest place I know to actually execute it. The link and current pricing are in the description below, so go build your roadmap before you touch that WGU application. I'll say this too, none of these 4 mistakes are really about not trying hard enough. They're about sequencing. Every single one of them comes down to doing something in the wrong order. Enrolling before planning, transferring before checking, applying before mapping out your full credit ceiling, choosing before comparing. WGU rewards people who move fast, but fast only pays off when it's pointed in the right direction from the start. The students who breeze through this program aren't smarter than everyone else applying. They just refuse to skip the planning step, even though skipping it is the easier, more tempting thing to do when you're excited to get started. Take the extra week, map it out. Future you sitting in your last term instead of your fifth will thank you for it. If this helped, subscribe to Degree Hack for more WGU guides and drop a comment of what major you're thinking of pursuing.